April 13, 2022, when Ukraine sank the cruiser Moskva, was a black day for Russia's Navy. Now, Putin's Air Force has its very own grim milestone, the 1st of June, 2025, when Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb ripped apart Russia's strategic aviation bases, destroying nearly $2 billion worth of irreplaceable aircraft and valuable equipment. For the last 18 months, officers and assets of Ukraine's security service, the SBU, have conducted a deeply laid penetration operation that unleashed a swarm of AI-enhanced fiber optic guided drones, striking 4 critical Russian air bases: Olynya, Belaya, Dyagilevo, and Ivanovo-Severine. This audacious assault, executed by Ukrainian intelligence operatives infiltrating Russian logistics pipelines, destroyed or damaged 41 high-value aircraft, including nuclear-capable Tu-95MS and supersonic Tu-22M3 strategic bombers, and a vital A-50 AWACS. This was a crippling blow for Putin's strategic Air Force platforms. The strike targeted Russia's ability to launch cruise missiles and drone barrages on Ukrainian cities. But the loss of the Beriev A-50 AWACS, valued at $350 million, was, in itself, a paralyzing blow. Russia has fewer than 10 of these AWACS and airborne early warning platforms, with perhaps only 5 airworthy. Russia's dwindling A-50 fleet is critical for missile guidance and air defense coordination. Due to Western sanctions, these A-50 aircraft are literally irreplaceable. Early damage assessments tell the tale. At Olynya Air Base, 2,000 kilometers from Kharkiv, 4 Tu-95 bombers were destroyed, another 11 damaged and set on fire. 5 Tu-22 supersonic strategic bombers and 5 AN-12 transports were also hit and left burning on the taxiways. At Belaya Air Base, 4,500 kilometers from Kharkiv, 7 Tu-95s and 7 Tu-22 strategic bombers were damaged or destroyed. At Dyagilevo Air Base, 600 kilometers from Kharkiv, a number of Tu-95s and Tu-22s were set ablaze and likely destroyed. At Ivanovo, 800 kilometers from Kharkiv, at least 1 A-50 AWACS was damaged or destroyed, along with Tu-95s and more Tu-22s that were left burning. Operation Spiderweb is estimated to have slashed Russia's strategic aviation capacity by nearly 20%, weakening a leg of Russia's strategic nuclear triad. The Tu-95s carry up to 16 Kh-55 or Kh-101 cruise missiles, and the Tu-22s, armed with Kh-22 and Kh-32 missiles, are linchpins of Russia's strategic arsenal. But the A-50's loss guts Russian command and control. Putin's mill bloggers have decried a direct undermining of the nuclear strategic balance. Spiderweb is a shining example of Ukraine's ingenuity and inventiveness in this asymmetrical struggle. Over 18 months, SBU operatives painstakingly introduced specially modified intermodal cargo containers into Russian logistics pipelines. These containers concealed AI-enhanced fiber optic guided strike drones, smuggled by unwitting Russian drivers and delivered to parking lots adjacent to the airfields. On a satellite command, the container roofs opened, releasing swarms of destruction. Like a Hollywood thriller, video shows one container drove hive self-destructing after unleashing its deadly payload, erasing evidence. This epic operation, blending covert logistics, impeccable operational planning, and cutting-edge technology, will be studied by intelligence scholars and operators for decades. Operation Spiderweb also extended to critical transportation sabotage, with 2 rail bridges in Bryansk and Kursk collapsing conveniently before the airfields were hit. Initially blamed by Russia on neglected infrastructure, these timely incidents just happened to cut key rail lines, preempting Russian troop movements and amplifying the operation's impact. Spiderweb was unleashed after Russia's 472 drone assault on Ukrainian cities, which killed 12 civilians, and just before June 2nd, when peace talks resume in Istanbul. Spiderweb has put Moscow on notice and underscores Ukraine's strategic reach. Stammering Russian officials are trying to downplay the damage, but mill bloggers whinge about irreplaceable losses and exposed vulnerabilities, like Russia's lack of concrete aircraft shelters. Fear of more hidden drone containers has sparked paranoia across Russia, which will divert manpower and material assets away from operations in Ukraine. Ukraine claims 41 aircraft hit, and Russian sources admit around 40. A rumored submarine strike in Vladivostok remains unconfirmed. Operation Spiderweb, a masterstroke of Ukrainian intelligence, ranks among history's boldest strikes. By leveraging inexpensive, AI-driven drones, Ukraine has exposed the fragility of a nuclear power's defenses, leaving Putin's air force in tatters and his regime rattled. For the Kyiv Post, I'm Navy SEAL Chuck Farr, and I think we'll all remember the 1st of June.